Hello and welcome back to Flannel's Briar. I'm Gareth. Just sitting out in the back garden where it's sunny because it's still kind of cool out this morning. It might be about 50 now. Well, at least on the front porch where have a thermometer there that's shaded, a little electronic deal. When I came out, I think it was still like 48 up there or something. So back here, I'm sure it's warmer because of the sun. And one of the neighbors broke out a weed eater, so hopefully it's not too noisy. But Codger on, have some of my Velveteen Gun Dog and my Medico Dublin. Just enjoying some coffee. It's actually the Starbucks pumpkin. I don't think they call it pumpkin spice, but it's that sort of cinnamony pumpkin spice type. Just K-cup coffee. I bought a whole box of those K-cups like, I don't know, a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. So I'm trying to use them up. It's just, flavored coffee. It has no sweetness or anything to it. But last night I came across something that caused me to do a lot of thinking. There's a certain pipe-related YouTube channel that I don't know. Part of me feels like I should just say the name. Part of me doesn't really want to say the name, just out of kind of being nice. But so I guess I'll just describe it. It's a certain YouTube pipe presenter who a lot of his videos have nothing to do with pipes, and I think there's nothing wrong with that. Certain history professor. Lives in the South. And for one thing, I actually did a video, I think last summer, titled something like, "What Should I Believe?" or something like that. And it kind of dealt with a lot of these ideas of, certain aspects of Southern history and American history, and how there's kind of two sides, if not, more sides to the certain stories than what's kind of commonly presented. And I was really questioning, in large part, maybe to what extent I should pay any attention to a certain somebody. And I actually, in time, determined that I didn't really think there was anything wrong with that. Maybe I shouldn't put it quite that way, but I felt like, I don't know, maybe that person was actually potentially a good resource for learning and some other things. And I'll be honest, this certain person's doing a book club, and after thinking about it, pondering a lot, I decided to do it. And overall, I've been happy that I've done it. I've read some books that I would never run across. without having done the book club, and I learned some things, and I'm happy for that. Um, I guess that's all I'll say about that. Uh, but last night I happened across some post that this person had put on their little channel. And what do you call it? It's like the community post things, or you can post like text, whatever it's called. And they were kind of dumping on the idea of like the YTPC being a community, or anything that's not in person being a community, and um, and I kind of agree that things that aren't in person are a different type of community, but I don't think that to be a community you have to be in person. That doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. But I read through this person's post, and I read through most of the comments of people responding to it, and I think pointing out really, I think a lot of the comments were quite good and very reasonable in what they were trying to point out, and a lot of people not really agreeing with that, and I've just noticed, and I'm talking about this because this person posts this stuff publicly, so it's out there. It's out there for anyone to see, or it was out there for anybody to see. And this isn't the first time that this person has kind of put some stuff out there that was, I guess, negative in tone, and I'm not, there are times where, being negative in tone is warranted. In reacting to certain things which are bad and that sort of thing, but some of the stuff, it's just like, why did you have to share that? I mean, maybe for some reason something's bugging you, but do you really need to put that out there for your audience, as he would call it, not community? But I don't know. For one thing, I don't get, this same person has a online forum thing that he operates, and maybe I'm wrong. I've assumed that I had heard him in the past refer to that as a community of folks. I mean, I know it's his own kind of community, and people are only there because they want to be there and they sign up and that sort of thing. But I'm thinking, what, is that not a community? Is that not your own little community, online community? Is it just, what, a group of audience members? I guess, based on what he said last night or the night before, or whatever, I guess it's just a group of audience members. Because apparently he doesn't think it's a community. But I don't know. This is not the first time that there has been just kind of this, stuff talked about or shared or whatever that's just kind of, for lack of a better way to put it, it's just kind of negative in tone, and then a period will go by and there's none of that, and then it crops up again, and part of me is just, I'm just kind of tired of it. I'm just kind of over it. I think the rub for me, though, the conflict is just that I feel like this person actually is a good. Frankly, I mean, a lot of the stuff he professes, I actually agree with for the most part. A lot of it. I'm not going to say absolutely everything, but a lot of stuff I agree with him on, and he does have good knowledge about certain things that I don't, and I would like to learn more of, and like I've said in the past, I'm a Catholic, and he converted to Catholicism a year or two ago, and he's very serious about his faith, and there's a certain kinship I feel with him in that regard. So yeah, I mean, there's like reasons where I don't want to just, I don't know, I don't want to totally just write him off and ignore whatever he puts out. But at the same time, there's just certain aspects to it that I'm just getting tired of. So there you go. I guess all it was just kind of me venting, I guess, sharing, whatever. And I know we're all, none of us are perfect. And, all of us, for the most part, I think we kind of go through times where there are ups and downs and things kind of start kind of rubbing on us and, puts us in a bad mood or kind of down way of feeling, that sort of thing. And I get that, but I do actually kind of wonder if I noticed the second to last time where this person was getting kind of this way was right before Christmas. And at the time I suspected that it possibly is pure, speculation on my part, but I kind of wonder if maybe there were certain kind of, well, I know this person's family, his parents aren't happy that he converted, last I heard, and I know that a lot of number of his former friends weren't happy about it, that sort of thing. So being that Christmas was coming up, a big Christian celebration, I kind of wondered if that may have had a connection with the kind of negativity or whatever, for lack of a better term again. And here it is, this latest thing, it's Easter's in 2 weeks, so it's not like it's half a week away or even a week away, but I kind of wonder if maybe that's possibly related. Who knows? I don't know. But, I do think maybe that I do think that this particular person does have some genuine difficulties with, dealing with friends and family in terms of religion. And that's unfortunate. I feel for him in that regard. I wish he didn't have to deal with that. But at the same time, he's following his heart. He's following his conscience. And I think that's a good thing. But anyway. Not something I really, until I came and sat down out here and pulled out the pipe, I wasn't really ruminating on that. I pretty much did that last night. But anyway, enough of that. It's gonna enjoy the rest of my pipe. Might even load up another one. So far I've smoked all my pipes twice except for the LL Bean pipe and the Brigham. But thanks for joining me. I'll be seeing you later. Gareth Mountain Coffee up. How do I do that? I'm Gareth with Foothills Bar. See you next time.